what do you attribute the slow start for this group in the first half?
Good coaching on their part. They had a great game plan. They slowed the game down. They mucked it up. They played zone from the first play on, and that was a well executed game plan. It kind of put our guys in mud, and I thought it was good for us to kind of. I just told the guys every game has a life of its own, and so you just have to find what buttons to push from a coaching standpoint and from a playing standpoint, and our guys did that. So.
What buttons did you push?
I thought we did a much better job outside of that first however many minutes where we started to play much faster. I thought we were kind of just in our heels, allowing them to dictate the tempo of the game. I mean, it was clear they were trying to run the shot clock down to the last little deal. And, you got guys banking in threes from 30 feet. Like, it's hard to, I think it takes an emotional toll on you too. But I thought our guys figured out, the recipe was to play fast, get to the paint, and then get threes. I thought we were settling, for no paint touch threes early on.
Kevin, did you feel like the team may have looked ahead at UConn and passed Delaware?
Maybe.
Kevin, did you direct Rob Wright to pretty much take over that game, or is that just something that came instinctively to him?
No, it was instinct. I mean, he's a great player. So, great players, and it's my belief you got to give them freedom. I think that's one of the reasons that Rob came here, to be honest with you, because I think our spacing allows for freedom. I think we allow for creativity. And him and I have had a lot of discussions, pretty frank ones, to be honest with you, about how important his decision-making is, when he gets to the paint, because he can get by anybody any night. And so I thought tonight he was just surgical. Obviously the three was going down for him, but I thought was almost more impressive was his rim finishing and his 9 assists. I thought he really got Richie going, and that's 2 games in a row now where it looks like what we all expect out of Richie. So there was a lot of good from that standpoint.
You talked Saturday about wanting to see the three start to go in. Second half, is that more what you expected?
I mean, look, games are great when you make shots. They're bad when you miss them. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. We all know it. We've all followed the sport, and so I think for me, it's are you taking the right ones, right? So I think to start out, we were 0-12 from 3. I'd say probably 8 of them weren't great shots. And so we talk a lot about paint to great shot. And so tonight in the second half, I thought that was more in play, and that's how we got more of those threes up. And those go in.
Through 3 games, has anything really surprised you about this group yet, or is it pretty much kind of what you thought you would get?
I'm still learning this group, to be honest with you. Still really early in the season. So it's hard to say. I would not say anything that surprised me. But I also don't feel like I know this group like the back of my hand. I think we're still learning, what's best for this team on both ends of the floor.
You had rebounded them 24-9 in the second half. Was that a point of emphasis to crash the glass?
Yeah, it was a point of emphasis. Probably it was the biggest point of emphasis coming into the game. I was very disappointed with how we rebounded the ball to this point outside of the Carolina exhibition game, and so challenged our guys to impose our will on the glass. So, plus 19 on the glass. I think my analytics guy in there is doing cartwheels because we got back half of our misses, I think, on the offensive rebounding piece. I'll give you guys a little inside nugget. So the other day at I've been all over all these guys to rebound offensively, and so Rob Wright finally got his first offensive rebound. We shut practice down. On Rob. So he came in tonight and got 5 of them. Now he cheated and got a couple at the end there when it was over, but I like where his head's at though.
Did you leave him in to get that triple-double?
I have clueless. I have no idea what the stats are during the game in terms of that. So did he get one?
He was close.
He was close. Yeah, he was close. Okay, that's probably why he was going so hard. Okay. I'll have to tease him every game and say, you almost have a triple-double, go rebound.
You're 3 games and basically a week into it. What have you learned about your team?
We have some really good players, honestly. And so, what can we do to continue to get these guys to play with each other and make each other better? I think that's the biggest challenge. I've been on a lot of teams that have had high-end talent, and sometimes it goes great and sometimes it doesn't. And I think the ones where it goes great is when they all play for each other. And so it's bigger. Our team, for me, it's like bigger than the scheme. It's bigger than the X's and O's. Like if these guys play for the guy next to them, we're going to be really good because we have good talent. And to your point about the shooting, if we can do all that and our three start going in like we know that they can, then that's obviously where we're going to be the most dangerous team.
Looked like AJ took an elbow to the face.
Yeah.
I feel like he responded after that.
Good. I mean, he's so grounded and nothing phases him, honestly. Like, I love that about him. For an 18-year-old kid, I mean, I just love his approach. He's super mature, and I thought he came in, I don't know if it was before or after that, but sometime during that moment, he really got downhill. Obviously, he's such a load getting downhill. I think all of our guys, I'm proud of all the guys because we talked a ton about like our rim finishing. So now you're seeing a little bit more variety with our moves in the interior. In that Villanova game, he was trying to jump over the whole world and they were being vertical at the rim. So that's one thing I really love about AJ in particular is that you can tell him something and he is really smart in terms of, okay, I see that and I'm going to go do it. Some guys you got to tell them 50 times and they still don't get it. He's able to process things in warp speed.
Could Kennard Davis have played if you really needed him today, and is that something to be concerned about going into Saturday?
I mean, I'm concerned when all of our guys have any kind of injuries just because, you want a full, clean bill of health. I do think he could have played. I was telling the coaches afterwards, I mean, it's amazing when you take, one guy out, what it does to the team. He's such a huge part because of his toughness, his size, his defensive versatility. So I think for me, it made us all probably appreciate him even more. But to answer your specific question, I think he's fine moving forward.
What are your initial thoughts on Saturday against UConn? Did you watch last night? Just your thoughts on them?
I'm still getting caught up. I've watched several of their games. Obviously, a good team, really good coach. I mean, he's a really creative offensive coach. They run really good stuff. Obviously, he's had a ton of success, so a great respect for him in particular in their program. So it'll be a good challenge, and I think some of the games we've played early have been helped us probably get ready for it. But looking forward to going out on the road on a kind of a longer trip with our guys. I think that's good team bonding and so forth. Cool to have AJ back in his hometown. Be cool to see how many BYU fans will show out at TD Garden. So we're looking forward to it.
2 more questions?
Are you going to be leaving Thursday? Like, what's the timeline when you guys are heading out there?
Yeah, we're leaving. We're leaving on Thursday. Yep.
Kevin, your big three guys, I don't know what the percentage are, but they scored the bulk of your points. Is that kind of, sustainable? Is that kind of how you want it, or do you think maybe that was because Kennard wasn't in the lineup? Or?
No, I think those guys are going to score a lot of points every night, to be honest with you. I mean, I think we're searching, I would say, for somebody, off the bench to come in and, make shots. I think Dawson will be that guy when we're fully healthy. We're giving a lot of opportunity to Tyler. He has yet to have a game that, he wants it. But I think it's coming because he's a winning player. Like, he makes winning plays out there. I think Dom has shown flashes in the last 2 games that have been impressive. And we all think every shot Alex Kostic shoots is going in, so his time's coming just because we need shooting, and so somebody's going to answer the call. So and we'll see. But again, I mean, our team is kind of built around those 3 guys, and I feel great when I wake up in the morning and know I'm going to battle with those 3 guys.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We'll get some players shortly.